Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. You know, Western Center Journalism, they've got this little video clip. You see William Brain Songbird McCain with Chucky Schumer, and they're congratulating themselves over the passing of the amnesty bill, you know, the immigration bill. What a joke. You know, I've mentioned this in other videos, but I think if the two of these were evaluated by a mental health expert, they'd both be considered to have lost the cheese off their crackers, you know? They're probably on the edge of senility. But these are the lawmakers, you know? I mean, you sort of wonder why two guys that are supposed to be on opposite sides of the aisle look like best buddies. That's because they probably really are. You know, it's really amazing, and I've made mention of this in other videos as well. I think out of 898 cadets in the Naval Academy during graduations, McCain was, I think, fourth from the bottom. Now, can you imagine how his father felt? His father was like an admiral. His father was actually in charge of the entire Pacific Fleet. Now, the reality is that if his daddy wouldn't have been an admiral, McCain would be washing the windshields or checking the tires of jets. They would never let a guy, you know, fourth from the bottom of like 896 or 98 cadets fly. And I mean, they just wouldn't do it. And McCain also bailed out of an airplane somewhere in Houston over, I think, the lake or the ocean. But he bailed out because he got disoriented. It's called spatial disorientation. And that's when a pilot can't determine if he's up or down. It's because he doesn't know how to read his instruments. He also dumped another one into the ground when he said he had engine trouble. And then when he was on the Oriskany in his Skyhawk, he came back and landed on a deck with about 200 or 300 or 400 feet of power line wire. You know, he was showing off and diving underneath power lines. He got hooked on the tail of his jet. And then I also made a video or two about his stay at the Hanoi Hilton. He had extra privileges. 4 days after he was captured, they still denied him any medical attention, and he had broken his shoulders because when he bailed out, he didn't protect his body properly. So he broke his shoulders, and they weren't going to do anything for him until they found out that his papa is Admiral John McCain, responsible for the Pacific Fleet.